Hi and welcome back to another Amazon selling video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Nikki Kirk and today we are going retail arbitrage sourcing to Sam's Club. Now, I have never sourced a Sam's Club before. I've never actually been inside of one, but during a live hangout that we have in the quarterly BOLO group, someone mentioned Sam's Club was one of their great places to source, so I thought I might as well check it out. Now, if you have been sourcing so far in 2022, you know that it's kind of rough out there. It's rough out there for everyone, experienced or new. So if it's rough for you, just know that you're not alone. But also, whenever things get rough, that is a great time to get out of the rut, right? So if you are always sourcing the same stores, go ahead and go to a different store, go to a different little town or city in your area, even if you have to drive an hour, and definitely go to different categories. Try something new, right? What you're doing isn't really working, so just branch out and try something new and you might find some great stuff. So hopefully that's what we will experience here today at Sam's Club. Now, I have no idea how much the membership costs. It will be a business expense because I'm only coming here to source, so I'm gonna put it on my business card, and I have no idea, but I will let you know how much it is. I do know that they take your resale certificates, sales tax free, all that, so I'm gonna bring mine in and see what that whole process is like. Again, I know nothing, so I will fill you in afterwards on how everything went, as well as everything I found. Okay, so I got here a little after 10 because that's when it opens, and it's now like almost 2. So 3.5 hours, almost 4 probably. My math's bad. Anyways, I was in there for a long time. So right off the bat, getting the membership is easy. You just walk right into the counter. It's right there when you enter. I actually thought it was optometry because it's right behind it, and they even said everyone thinks that, and I was like, well, it's like right behind there. So I let her know that I wanted to add tax exempt right off the bat, and so she said it's probably better to do a Premier Business or Select or whatever it's called. I can't remember, the $100 a year one. Here's the deal, and what I can understand the difference in the two are, the $100 a year one, you get to start shopping at 7 a.m. which is huge for me because I actually hate waiting till 10, like at Costco and stuff. I'm already here at Walmart, which opened at 6. I just want to shop. So that right there is reason enough for me to get it. There's also some other perks. Here's what it looks like. Probably they have it online. But yeah, so she added my tax exempt paper. I have my retail certificate in my purse all the time because I use it at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. And so that was easy. It was just as easy as Walmart. Mine is not from this state that I'm in currently, but they took it, and Costco would not take it because it wasn't from the state that I'm in. So that was an interesting difference. And now whenever I go to check out, it will just always be, they're gonna say, hey, is this tax exempt? I say yes or no. So I did personal today as well as business tax exempt. So I had 2 different purchases and I just let them know. Checkout was super easy. I decided not to do the scan because the people were just standing, and I thought, might as well have someone else work instead of me. They do have the Scan and Go app, so you can literally, apparently I've not done it yet, but you just scan your items and put them in your cart as you're shopping, and then at the end, I think she said when you first sign up you'll get a $10 discount for doing it. You show the QR code when you leave the store, and then that's you paying for it. I don't know, like I said, didn't try it yet. So Easter is coming up next. It's our next holiday, and so I was scanning all the Easter stuff. Here's an example of why you should always scan the front of the item like you're taking a photo of it, because I first scanned these 2-pack of Russell bunnies and they were there, just the one listing with the UPC, right? But when I scanned the front, look at all these other listings that popped up. So just a reminder to always scan the front also, especially in stores like this. I then just went right to electronics, right where I was at, and there was a lot of electronics in there that came up. However, they are all really high rank, and the thing with electronics is you don't really want to go, or at least I don't really want to go over 10,000, and so these were all like in the 300,000, so I passed on those. Also in electronics, when I saw like the third members mark brand thing, I was like, oh, okay, so this is their Kirkland. They had it throughout, and it did come up, so definitely don't just not scan it because it's their own brand, same as Kirkland at Costco, it does come up. So I was scanning those things. I then went and did all of the office supply area, and I did find some stuff like this lap desk. It comes up in the app, but it was, again, not a great rank. For office supplies, I use Jungle Scout no matter what for all of my like scanning. When I'm unsure about a category, it's just junglescout.com/estimator. One of the questions I get asked often is, which one do you sign up for and pay for? I don't pay for it. I only use the free one. So what you do is you put in the rank and you put in the country that you're in, and then you put in the category, and it'll tell you about how many it sells a month at that rank. As we know, ranks are fluid, but for office supplies, here's an example. I put in 75,000 just to see what it would be, and so office supplies, I really would only go up to 100,000. So I did not get the lap desk. Well, that's not true. I got one for me because I work a lot on the couch at night, and so this will make it a lot easier. But anyways, so I didn't get it to sell though because the rank was too high. There's also a ton of like bundled stuff here. So when it's bundled, like this toy example, that you can break it apart and still sell it. Here's one, like it makes money on one of them, but it doesn't make money on the other one, and so it's not worth it for me to buy it. But this, I did this all day today at the store. I was looking, okay, here it is like this, but can I break it up and what does it give me? In fact, the things that I did end up buying today are bundles, but I'm gonna break them up and sell them separately in one instance, or bundle them together so it's a 3-pack. I'm gonna bundle it as a 2-pack, and then, so yeah. That is something that you really should look for here at Sam's Club. If you're newer to Amazon selling, this is what it looks like when something is sold out. So when something's sold out, I go ahead and I go over to Keepa, and I use Keepa to see what it was selling for. So you can see, for example, here, these are pretty much selling for what I could buy them here at Sam's Club. So I was like, even though it's sold out, I could technically raise the price, but since it was selling for so little, it's highly unlikely that Amazon's gonna let me raise the price too much. So I just didn't even bother. But say they were selling for $15, it one probably would have been worth it, and I probably could have, like, since it sold out, edged it up to like $17 and just seen. But what happens when Amazon thinks the price is too high is they will price cap it and price alert you, and you get like an alert like, hey, your listing was taken down because you got to fix the price. It's just a pain. So now I use Keepa to see like what was it selling for as a gauge to know what I could possibly sell it for. I was really typing in stuff a lot, so here's another example of some luggage that you can scan the UPC and it doesn't come up. But when I typed in like full, I don't know how you say FUL luggage, you can see that they do come up. Don't make a profit and the rank is too high. But anyways, just wanted to show, always you want to type stuff in. It does take longer, and I gotta say I was getting pretty like over it pretty quickly in there. So I did like the electronics and then the office supplies and that kind of like home area. They had these random delicious looking brownies, and that's when I knew I was getting hungry. They had also these weird looking sugar cookies. Again, how I knew I was getting hungry. They don't have samples. Unlike Costco, I don't know if this is normal or just the store or what, but they did not have samples, and I was starving. So I scanned really like I would at a Costco, and everything there just kind of like didn't make money. It's almost like how I feel about Trader Joe's, is that an employee must be selling on there, because it's like it'll make money with your employee discount, but not so much me shopping it. So they do have special clearance, and you can see the signs kind of look like this, and they also have scan and go special prices. So this L'Oreal item had scan and go special price. So it's kind of interesting. If Costco has clearance, I'm not aware of it. And then I finally started to find stuff in food. So here's an example. I always scan spices, and so this one on its own doesn't make any good enough profit for me, but when you scan the front, I found this bundle listing. So here's one for you, that this bundled one makes a good profit. Here's another Ghirardelli food item that I found. Now some people in the group are saying they have IP complaints, but I didn't see it. I looked in IP alert. I have the IP alert little app thing on my phone, If you want to try it out, they give me a discount. I'll link it below. But anyways, I searched Ghirardelli and it came up clean. So there's no IPs that I know of, so I would be fine selling this. But again, here it is if you want to grab that one from Sam's Club. I gotta say, I'm just hoping what I bought makes enough profit to cover the membership at this point. I was not impressed. But sourcing right now in general is not that good. So I'm going to go continue my sourcing day today, and I'm going to fill you in on if it got any better at other stores and if Sam's Club just kind of sucks or if it's just bad everywhere. I hope not, because I really need a win. Also, their pizza's not as good as Costco, in case you were wondering. Okay, really quickly, because it's starting to get dark and I'm still out here sourcing. So far, I gotta say, the rest of the sourcing is good. It's not a great day, but definitely way better than Sam's Club, so it was Sam's Club. Always, though, like, I will leave Costco with nothing sometimes, so it just kind of happens, but all in all, because I didn't really find a lot. We'll see. One of the things I got could potentially be a replen if it does well, so who knows, I might be back there. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want me to check out a store that you've never been to, let me know and I will make another video sourcing there. As always, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.